Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I am Cortensia Carty.
Yes, indeed. You know what? Should I thank you for joining us?
No, we have to thank those persons that are looking at us and listening to us. Thank you for joining us both for yet another episode here at Good Morning SKN, where there's a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah, we're going up in numbers, and some of you have been with us from the very beginning, so we thank you as well.
We have to say thank you. We are at 600 subscribers. I forgot to say thank you yesterday, so thank you so much. And we look forward to the others that will subscribe too. Thank you so much.
And if you missed it, guys, this is a very high energy Thursday coming from We want to thank you for joining us anyway. We're moving on to the latest in local news. This by way of an SKNFA press release. 3 match officials from St. Kitts and Nevis attended the training course in Jamaica organized by the Caribbean Football Union, the CFH High U Next Gen Referee course from July 21st to 25th. The match officials selected for this training are referee Shanda Wilkinson and Sanchez Bass and assistant referee Jaden Rouse. This part of the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association Referee Department's mandate is to provide top-level referee performances in St. Kitts and Nevis and within the football officiating fraternity. The objective is to equip these targeted match officials with the necessary skills needed for effective control of games of higher quality, ultimately leading to their nomination to the FIFA rank. This course will be done on an annual basis and can act as a springboard for further involvement and development. General Secretary of the SKNFA, Tashelle McLean, congratulated the course participants from St. Kitts and Nevis and expressed confidence they will excel with the knowledge gained from the training. Ms. McLean said, quote, "We pledge our continued support to them in their continued success," end quote.
Congratulations to all 3 of those persons that will eventually be on FIFA. So we're speaking that into being.
Absolutely good.
Yes. Completed Christina Monument in Bastille to be commissioned at a later date. This from SKNIS. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris honored the 50th anniversary of the MV Christina disaster at a special sitting of the Nevis Island Administration, NIA, made the announcement that it was fitting to erect a suitable memorial in Bastille, similar to the memorial in Charlestown, Nevis, in recognition of those who had lost their lives in the tragic disaster of August 1st, 1970. Prime Minister Harris said at the special sitting of the NIA in 2020, "I want to pledge further that my government will, before the next commemorative event next year, properly establish an appropriate memorial in honor of the memory of those who perished." The MV Christina disaster is the single greatest catastrophe to have occurred in St. Kitts and Nevis on August 1st, 1970. The MV Christina sank in the Narrows between the islands of St. Kitts and Nevis after encountering difficulty. 233 persons died and 90 survived. The Christina Monument is completed but will be commissioned at a later date. Once again, sympathies.
Yeah, this is a great story, though, definitely. Not because people lost their lives, but at least we're finding a way to commemorate it. And I know at least one survivor who is in my family, and
So
really
they have the stories to tell.
Yeah, I think I heard.
It must be fascinating to listen to them.
I'm just glad that she survived.
That's good.
All right, moving on by way of a press release from the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. Personnel from the Forensic Department underwent specialized training in forensic anthropology and underwater drones operations, which began July 26, 2022, and ended July 29, 2022. This compact 4-days-long workshop was held at the Forensics Department lab in Tabernacle and was facilitated by forensic anthropology, human osteology, and archaeology expert Dr. Matthew Brown and Dr. Corey Look, who is an expert in the field of forensic science and digital archaeology. Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP, with responsibility for the Crime Directorate, Andre Mitchell, declared the training open at a brief opening ceremony Tuesday morning. ACP Mitchell said that after examining the content of the courses, he is satisfied that the 2 courses will add value to the strategy of using science and forensics in criminal investigation. Director of the Forensic Department, Latoya Lake Marshall, also expressed similar sentiments. Mrs. Lake Marshall also shared her vision for the team and her desire for St. Kitts and Nevis to be the leader in the Caribbean when it comes to scientific investigation and creating positive change. Hence, the reason for selecting the theme, Detection with a Passion. I am loving that theme, Cortensia. Yes. Absolutely. And we know that, of course, Mrs. Lake Marshall, when we interviewed her, was very passionate indeed, and also a very warm person. So grateful for this indeed.
Oh, that's so sweet. So may they work hard so we'll have we'll have better ways in solving our crimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now for the hourly weather, it's partly cloudy with a 40% or moderate chance of brief light showers, a high of 90 and a low of 79 degrees Fahrenheit. I enjoyed that rain this morning. I was like, blanket time? No, work time.
You enjoyed it because you didn't get wet. Anyway.
You got wet?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, folks, there you have it. We will see you after this break for regional and international news.
Savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
If you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods. Let's get salt smart.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Welcome back as we continue now with regional news. Record amount of seaweed is choking shores in the Caribbean. This from the Associated Press. A record amount of seaweed is smothering Caribbean coast from Puerto Rico to Barbados as tons of brown algae killed wildlife, choke the tourism industry, and release toxic gases. More than 24 million tons of sargassum blanketed the Atlantic in June, up from 18.8 million tons in May, according to a monthly report published by the University of South Florida's Optical Oceanography Lab that noted a new historical record. Scientists say more research is needed to determine why sargassum levels in the regions are reaching new highs. But the United Nations Caribbean Environment Program says possible factors include a rise in water temperatures as a result of climate change and nitrogen-laden fertilizers and sewage waste fueling algae blooms. And those things do stink. I remember when I resided in Antigua, I lived ways in from the shore, but that scent, it came right up, straight into my bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that this is bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully we find a way to deal with it. We know that there have been initiatives here anyway.
Constant cleanup. I guess that's what, the other day we drove past, it's just Parsons, and oh my God, they're laden there and they're stinky.
Yeah, yeah. All right, moving on to international news. Kansas abortion vote, majority victory for pro-choice groups. This from the BBC. Voters overwhelmingly said they did not wish to amend the state constitution to assert there is no right to abortion. It was the first electoral test of the issue since the U.S. Supreme Court allowed states to ban the procedure. If the ballot had gone the other way, lawmakers could have moved to further restrict or ban abortion in Kansas. The ballot question in Kansas had been hotly anticipated since the U.S. Supreme Court 2 months ago overturned Roe v. Wade, the 1973 ruling that legalized abortion nationwide. Projections suggest Kansans voted by more than 60% to uphold the state's constitutional right for women to access abortion. It's just a projection for now, and the official result will be confirmed in a week. When Roe v. Wade was overturned, President Joe Biden said abortion rights would be an issue for the voters. What's happened in Kansas has turned the theory into evidence. Indeed it has. Indeed it has.
This is going to be a continued fight.
It is, but by way of the projections, it seemingly suggests that the voters are not in favor of that explicit statement that there should be no abortion rights.
Exactly,
So
they're fighting.
perhaps there'll be a wave. We'll see.
They are fighting.
Well, there you have it for the latest for today. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
The continued fight against COVID-19 requires the continued practice of public health measures across all sectors and in every community. Frequent and proper hand washing, wearing face masks, and physical distancing. Do you know who is not physical distancing? The Aedes aegypti mosquito. Let's avoid overloading our healthcare systems. This means simultaneously protecting yourselves and your loved ones from all disease, including mosquito-borne illness like dengue fever, Zika, and chikungunya viruses. Did you know that dengue is the most common mosquito-borne viral disease in the world? So let's get to work. Use window and door screens to keep mosquitoes out. Change the water in vases and scrub inside surfaces to remove mosquito eggs. Avoid using saucers with potted plants to prevent collection of water. Securely cover water barrels and drums with mosquito netting and properly fitted covers. Scrub the inside walls of water barrels and drums with detergent 1 to 2 times per week. Walk around the outside of your home and remove or overturn containers that can collect water and become breeding sites. Mosquitoes only need a small amount of water to lay their eggs. Remove unwanted cans, bottles, buckets, or used tires. Other items still in use must be properly stored in covered areas to avoid water settling in them. Clean roof gutters and air conditioner trays. Debushing and removing tall grass from around your home or establishment is also key to reducing mosquito populations. To decrease your risk of being bitten by infected mosquitoes, use proven personal protective methods too. Apply an effective mosquito repellent to exposed areas of skin according to manufacturer's instructions. Wear light-colored long pants and shirts while outdoors in the early morning and late afternoons. Further, protect vulnerable family members like pregnant women, children, the elderly, and persons who are unwell by using mosquito nets to sleep or rest, even during the day. Fight the bite and protect yourself and your family too from mosquito-borne diseases. This message is brought to you by the Pan American Health Organization, Office for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean countries.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life if you live in there. A happy place in the life if you live in there. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Now, this segment is the talk of the town. So tomorrow, Friday, August 5th, is Election Day here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. That is the talk of the town right now, indeed. Some people may ask, why vote? By voting, you exercise your democratic right to elect the candidate you believe will best represent our country. By voting, you elect our country's representatives for the next 5 years. By voting, you have the power to choose leaders that will push for the development and advancement of each sector here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Today, we thought it best to share information that will aid in the voting process and curb some of the major issues you may encounter on Election Day.
I can't proceed without saying, of course, there were a couple of holes in what you read, because you said that we elect people for the next 5 years. We know that we're here 2 years after.
Oh my gosh,
we did that.
Of that.
So it depends on whether or not there's another coalition. It depends on whether or not there is some sort of infighting or separation.
Exactly.
Because this is exactly why we are here. And when you ask that question as to why vote, there are a lot of people, I'm sure, who have said before, seemingly there is no difference between one party or the other.
We oftentimes hear that.
You know, when people become disillusioned, or, you know, they seem to be affected by policies that seem to be stagnant over time, people just don't care anymore. There is this voting fatigue, I would say. So we're pushing people to vote for people who we think, you know, would be best. God knows there are some people who don't think that anybody would be best.
I know.
And it's unfortunate that we are at this point. But hey, let's see.
Someone has to lead, right? Someone has to lead, and I hope we make the informed choice for that.
Let's see about that. Party symbols. So let's talk about the party symbols. The first issue that many of us might not know about is the party symbols, and here they are.
So for the NRP, we have the bottle. Do you know the meaning of the bottle symbol?
How about we take a poll? Because this is one of those things that I was curious about going into it. I realized everybody has their own symbol, and it was only recently that I started paying attention to those symbols, because I'm looking at candidates, I'm looking at parties. I'm not necessarily looking for symbols, but people who are diehard party supporters, one way or the other, would definitely know what the symbol is. So the NRP is the bottle. The SKNLP, that's the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party, is the hand.
The hand, yeah. Do you think the hand is directing you to the box that you need to vote? Because that's so ironic that it's pointing to where you need to vote.
Pointing towards I don't know what to say to that, Cortez.
I'm just saying, I'm not sure, but I'm just saying. It's just ironic that, okay, this is where you put your X.
Well, they're telling you to put it between the lines, right? Because we had issues, I think, in my constituency where there were, the last time we voted constituency one, in 91, I think it was 91 spoiled ballots or something like that. It was really close. Whatever the issue was, effectively, if those ballots hadn't been spoiled, potentially the election could have gone another way. So I guess that X seemingly represents that you ought not to touch the borders.
Don't touch the borders. As Vikel told us, take your time. Take your time. Even if you need to start over, take your time to make your X to ensure that you don't touch the corners of the box.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time also to evaluate the policies, because that's another issue as well, as we talk about it. All right, so we also have another symbol for the People's Labour Party, and that is a saw. And there's the X again, Cortensia.
Yes. Is the saw gearing to cut the X? I don't know.
The saw is not gearing to cut. What do you mean by that?
Listen, we have to have a little humor here. We can't be all uptight. It's election day tomorrow. It's going to be so tense in the air. We need to relax.
It's not going to be tense.
We need to relax.
What I think is the symbols obviously have meaning. I don't know.
We don't know.
It's unfortunate that I don't know, I have to say. I figure that the saw means that there's hard work. The hand probably indicates a helping hand. I'm not sure about the bottle, but I could be wrong. So if you know what they represent, feel free to leave us a comment, even as we present this segment, okay? So hashtag GMSKN or a Studio 327 INC on YouTube, Facebook. Leave us a comment, let us know, and then we'll be able to share this from a more informed position.
Yes. What do you think of the hat?
People's Action Movements, and the symbol is the hat again. There's the X again within the borders as well. Again, I do not know. I know that there was talk about Chesley Hamilton, who some people refer to as Barcaliko, wearing the hat to indicate that it is the symbol of the People's Action Movement indeed. Jokingly, it does represent the sheriff in my mind, because that is what he's called, or at least the deputy sheriff, he says. So,
I'm looking at it as coverage. So on election day, you have your big hat to cover yourself from the sun.
So maybe it could be coverage.
I'm just saying, listen, I have a mind that thinks deep, cartoony, you know. I have a mind like that. So maybe it's to cover you from the sun on that long day that you have to wait in.
Yeah, after this, I think we're going to confuse our viewers as to what the symbols actually mean.
Yes.
Anyway, we're moving on. Concerned Citizens Movement, again, there was the hammer, again with the X. So you realize everybody has, they're telling you definitely how to position your X within the box if you haven't noticed that before. Indeed.
To me, the hammer signifies building. What do you think?
Hammer signifies work, as does the saw.
Yeah.
I think, the hand, obviously, this is where you want your choice to be made.
The hand is going to help with the work.
Perhaps the other symbols. I'm not sure. Again, so not sure about the bottom.
The hat's going to cover you from the sun. And the bottle is the water you'll need to drink while you're standing in the line.
Really? Cornencia? You have a way of thinking about these things.
Those are my terminologies. Let's hear what the folks will tell us eventually. Because you didn't invite them to comment, so let's hear what they
I'm sure they will. Elections and politics generally makes people very lively, very animated.
Yes. So here are the do's and don'ts. Now you know the party symbols. Let's talk about some election day do's and don'ts. So do make sure you have a valid government issue form of identification. That can be your voter's ID, your social security, your passport, or your license. So once again, do make sure you have a valid government ID issued in the form of your voter's ID, your social security card, your passport, or your license.
I beg you, please don't be like those people who show up at the airport with an expired passport.
Oh, man.
Okay.
And you can't make your trip.
Check the dates. Exactly.
And this way you won't be able to make your X within the confines of the line.
Indeed. Do you get out as early as possible when the polling stations open at 7 a.m. and close at 6 p.m.? And that's definitely true. I have a habit of going to the polling stations probably about 8 or 9 o'clock in the mornings.
Normally packed?
It was the last time. The lines weren't moving as well as they had in 2015, as quickly as they had in 2015. And one of the things that happened while I was there, I noticed, is that we received prompts. I think they were audible prompts as to what we should do once we get into the booth. But even that procedure was a little different from how it was 5 years before, because I felt like the instruction was more specific 5 years before when you actually got near enough to the polling booth.
Okay.
So it'd be interesting to see what happens at this point.
Okay.
I think we have some other do's as well.
And some
or don'ts.
Too.
Well, we do have some don'ts, yes.
See, don't mark outside the box. As I just said, keep the X within the confines of the box. Make sure your X does not touch the side of the box. As I said, VKL told us when he was here, take your time, make your X. Don't touch any part of the box. Or even if you spoil the ballot. Can you ask for another?
No, you can't.
Oh,
as far as I know.
Just one. Oh, wow. So please don't mark outside the box. Keep your X within the confines of the box. That's a don't.
Take your time. That's a joke.
Hold your hand if it's shaking and just...
Hold your hand if you're shaking.
Yeah.
If it's shaking.
Make a nice X.
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
You gotta do something? Listen,
Somebody
there were
might
times...
go there and be nervous.
There were times... I don't know what else to say except that I do believe that there are some people in... it's a Nevis who have no idea who they're going to vote for. And so when they take their time, it's because they're like, Father, help me.
Yes.
Help me to decide. Because some people really just don't know. Yeah. All right, so do you know your party symbols? The ballots do not have the name of the parties, only the names of the candidates and their party symbols.
Yes.
All right.
We just point them all out for you, so ensure you know where you're putting your X and don't be confused. Remember, don't get nervous. Just take a breather. Take a few breaths whilst you're in there and decide what you're going to do and ensure that you remember. Even if you have to cram those symbols tonight, do that.
It's interesting that we don't have the parties represented on the ballot, but we do have the candidates, which means that we're not necessarily voting for the party, but we're voting for a representative.
And
That's a very good point.
Somebody said the same thing last night. She doesn't vote for a party. She votes for the candidate.
All right. Yeah. So another issue that persons run into is that they don't know the full names of their party's candidates. So here we are.
Oh, there's another don't.
Yeah, there is another don't. All right, well, as we were talking,
yes.
So yeah, some people, well, here it is, don't sell alcohol, right?
Ooh.
So if you do not comply, you may result, or that may result rather in a $1,000 fine or 6 months of imprisonment. So don't sell alcohol on that day.
I think they don't want anybody going to the polls intoxicated and making an uninformed choice. You think that's the reason why we're not allowed to sell alcohol on that day?
I'm sure there's something historic to it. Might have been a law that we inherited from Britain, who knows?
Okay.
But that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, so another issue. Another issue that persons run into is that they don't know the full names of their party's candidates. So, yeah, we need to know what the names of the candidates are. A lot of people know nicknames. As we mentioned before, Barcoliko was one of those. We have Milo Box Freeman. We have other people who I think their names are pretty standard, but some people really don't know their
Those are
full
the only
names.
two I think I know with names.
You've got the sheriff, you've got the deputy sheriff.
Oh, yes, the sheriff, Mr.
There
Brandon.
was also Barcoliko as deputy sheriff.
Oh, he's deputy.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
So for constituency number 1, your candidates, we will begin with PLP, Jacqueline Bryan. For PAM, we have Natasha Gray Brooks. And for the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, we have Dr. Jeffrey Handy. So that's for constituency 1.
And constituency number 2, there is Nubin Greer for the People's Labour Party, People's Action Movement. John Powell is that representative. The St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Marsha Henderson is the representative. And for the ULP, John Raskalonji Jeffers. So you see that inverted commas there, so John Jeffers.
There's a ULP? Today's the first time I'm hearing of this party. Okay.
There's a ULP.
Okay. Constituency and number
3.
3, indeed, yes. PLP, Akila Byron Nisbet, that's the People's Labour Party. The People's Action Movement, you have Kervin Freeman, that's Mr. Milo Vox, just in case if they have that in inverted commas on your ballot. And then the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, you have Conrad Maynard.
Interesting stuff.
Yes.
And in constituency number 4 for the People's Labour Party, there is Kendall Liburd. For the PAM, Lindsay Grant. And for the SKNLP, Samal Duggins.
Constituency number 5, for the People's Labour Party, there is Stachio Williams. For the People's Action Movement, Pam, Sean Richards. And for the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Kenneth Douglas.
No excuse not to know their full names after this. Constituency number 6, the PAM, Troy Flanders. The SKNLP, Dr. Denzel Douglas. And as an independent, Carlton DuPont.
Oh, wow.
Carlton DuPont is running as an independent in constituency number 6.
This is not his first stint running for elections, is it? I remember when he was was it UNEP, the Blue Party?
It had to be.
Yeah, I think he ran then as well. Constituency number 7. For the People's Labour Party, Dr. Timothy Harris. For the People's Action Movement, Lincoln David Pele. And for the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Leon Natta Nelson.
A question. Can we go back to constituency number 6 for 1 second? All right. Did we forget Dr. Mark Williams in constituency number 6 for the People's Labour Party?
PLP, yes.
Yes, Dr. Mark Williams should be there.
Okay.
All right. So that's the name of that one. All right. Constituency number 7, please. Thank you.
Jamie, you're on and popping. You know your candidates, man. So we're at constituency number 8 now. So...
All right, we've got Andrew Talbot, Bass, Talbot in inverted commas, okay, Chesley Hamilton, and Dr. Terrence Drew. Wait a minute, I need to say that again because I gave you the names but not the party affiliations. So for PLP, there's Andrew Talbot, Bass. For the PAM, there's Chesley Hamilton, and for the SKNLP, there's Dr. Terrence Drew.
We have no independents or no other candidates in that area. So there we have it. So we hope that...
We're going to Nevis now.
Yes, Nevis. Nevis 9. For the Nevis Reformation Party, we have Dr. Patricia Bartlett. For the Concerned Citizens Movement, Mark Brantley. And for the MRM, we have Samuel Keynes.
And for constituency number 10, with the NRP, there's Rowan Isles. And for CCM, there's Eric Evelyn.
And now constituency number 11. For the NRP, Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge. CCM, Alexis Jeffers. MRM, Patricia Mills Jeffers. Do you think they're cousins? They're related in some way.
Well, the name is hyphenated, so they might be related by marriage. Who knows?
Yeah.
And Nevis is really a small place. Maybe, maybe not.
So there we have all the candidates in the constituency. So folks, once again, please pay keen attention. Take a breather once you get into the booth, and you do what is right.
All right, so let's talk about the polling stations.
Yes.
Many people are asking, where do I go to vote? And to that, we say, visit your party's social media pages to find out.
Look at that.
All right, so that's the party page for the SKNLP, the St. Kitts Labour Party. And the PAM.
That's for PAM. For the Nevis Reformation Party. For the CCM. And for the People's Labour Party. The computer tech got a lot of work this time.
And otherwise, you could probably just message Carlton DuPont or call him on his show.
I guess, yes.
You never know.
And ask him where you can get the information for him.
Indeed.
And the other candidates as well. Maybe they do have pages as well.
And the electoral office. Shouldn't they have that information as well? You can call to find out. It's quite possible.
Indeed.
Well, I just know where mine is because my station hasn't moved, so it is what it is, right? I know.
I need to find out where I go because I haven't been present for the last 2 elections. So
Okay.
I need to find out where it is that I go.
Yeah, but this is a really interesting time. I know some people call it silly season. I was curious to know, where did that name come up? You know, if somebody can tell me what the origin is of silly season, that'd be kind of interesting because everybody uses it, but I'm not really sure if we knew where it originated.
Yeah.
In any event, I would have to tell you that I think that as a voting public, we are somewhat more informed. And yeah.
Yeah, we are greatly informed. We did our best to inform you, so please go out and do the right thing. We do advise now that you stick and stay. We will be right back after this short break.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Allergies occur when the immune system reacts to a typically harmless foreign substance such as pollen or food. I'm going to be your doctor now, Cortensia. Do you have any allergies?
Yes, myself.
I don't know. You're allergic to yourself. So what should I say for me? Guys, I need some distance, please. All right, so here are some of the most
I have no allergies.
common allergies, or the most common allergies.
What allergies?
Other than Cortensia, because I think they're zeroing in on you just because you said that you're allergic to yourself.
Are there any
or you're an
allergies
allergy.
that are surprising to you, though? Because I don't have. What allergies are
Well,
surprising
here we go.
to me?
Common allergies. So we've got peanut, we've got shellfish,
Those I know of.
soy, wheat. There are people who are allergic to eggs, milk,
Yes.
and tree nuts.
Look at that.
Peanuts, not surprising to me.
Yes. And you notice for those company that makes candies and varying desserts, they normally have on their packages, I guess, to prevent them from being sued. This product was manufactured in the same area as others.
Fair enough.
using
Yes, that's true.
nuts.
Just in case there might be cross-contamination.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
So let's now shed light on some other information that is pertaining to allergies. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Household chemicals, latex, perfumes, mold. Mold is serious, you know. Mold give you holes in your skin. Mold changes your skin color. I had a former coworker, she turned black, extremely black, because there was mold in the office where she worked, and it was amongst the manuals and the books that she had to open. She's my color.
Okay.
She turned black in her face. She was being poisoned by
I am
mold
so
in the
sorry about
building.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are serious allergies, definitely. Medications as well can give you allergies, but just kind of, I don't know what to say, this is kind of scary.
It is.
Because if you can get an allergic reaction from medication, sometimes you probably wouldn't even know, if you don't know what the ingredients are, if you haven't been triggered before, that you'd get such an allergic reaction.
When they have the infomercials on television, and I listen to them oftentimes passing by, I'm like, why would I take that medication if it's going to cause so many side effects to me? So it's for one thing, but it has a barrage of side effects that they list. So
Trust me.
Once again, you can't sue them because they told you if you take this, this is what's going to happen to you.
It's like life.
Oh,
Give and
man.
take.
Give
That's
and
what it
take.
is sometimes, right?
Indeed.
Nothing's perfect.
What about latex? I've never heard of latex allergy. So that one I'll say it's new to me.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of latex allergies, in humorous ways, by the way. But yes, definitely heard of latex allergies.
Can you share?
Could I share? It didn't happen to me. Why would I share?
I thought you knew, so you were open to sharing, so we can know what latex allergy.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to find it out easily.
Okay. So food allergies are on the rise. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, that's the CDC, reports that the prevalence of food allergy in children increased by 50% between 1997 and 2011. Between 1997 and 2008, the prevalence of peanut or tree nut allergy appeared to have more than tripled in U.S. children. I wonder why.
I don't know. We're just made differently. Who knows?
More chemicals in the peanuts?
I don't know what it is. I just think that they're allergic.
Batter bugs? Batter bugs.
What?
Batter bugs. So the bugs are like better than the bugs we had before.
No,
Just saying. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Because why the sudden rise?
Well, it's just maybe it's just something that you can't explain. It's just an occurrence, as it is. Perhaps there are also more people reporting that. Perhaps their detection methods.
Yeah,
have been
before
improved,
nobody
so
was.
It's possible.
Okay.
Of course, they do have the data, so it would suggest that they were detecting it. But perhaps more people are reporting.
We do speak up now, huh? We don't hide behind closed doors anymore. So food allergy reactions are serious and can be life-threatening. Every 3 minutes, a food allergy reaction sends someone to the emergency room. Each year in the U.S., 600,000 people require emergency medical care for allergic reactions to food. More than 40% of children with food allergies and more than half of adults with food allergy have experienced a severe allergic reaction, such as anaphylaxis. And that we know.
Yeah, it can be very deadly.
Because normally some folks walk around with their pens. As soon as they feel like coming on, they pour themselves to stop the reaction.
Yeah, very deadly.
I had a
indeed.
coworker that was allergic to MSG. My gosh. And one that was allergic to pork. We went to Atlanta, and he told them beforehand, still brought something with his lips swole, his ears swole, his face began to swell. Even when we told them it's okay, you know, we're Caribbean people, we don't sue. We're walking back to the hotel, and I swear they're looking at us all the way to the hotel. They're outside of the restaurant, literally looking at us because they were concerned.
Caribbean people don't sue.
No, we
That's
don't really
changing.
sue. But I mean, in the U.S., we didn't think of that because maybe we could have held him accountable because he started to swell.
You could have, because he made it plain.
And they gave him they gave him Benadryl and all sort of things to drink.
Yeah. Well, there you know. So these are some of the common allergies. Okay. And there are also some serious allergic reactions
that require immediate treatment. Once a serious allergic reaction, anaphylaxis, starts, the drug epinephrine, I hope I said that correct, is the only effective treatment.
Epinephrine.
Epinephrine. Sorry, don't go by epinephrine, by epinephrine.
Yes.
It's the only effective treatment. Adrenaline should be injected within minutes of the onset of symptoms. More than one dose may be needed, as we just spoke about the pen.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad that I'm only allergic to me, boy. I can't be
allergic to
no, because that's some serious stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I empathize with folks that have to go through stuff like that.
Yeah. The good thing is that you have to know what you are allergic to. That's the first battle, because there are people who didn't know that they were allergic to certain things, of course, until it happens, and then they might not be in an area where they can get treatment immediately.
Yes.
So once you know, then you're on the lookout for it, which is always better.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, so food allergy impacts the quality of life. Food allergy limits a major life activity and may qualify an individual for protection under the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, the ADA, and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. About 1 in 3 children with food allergies reports being bullied as a result. Really?
No.
Okay, now that is alarming. So you have a food allergy, you obviously have physical manifestations of that, and you get bullied. Well, children can be mean. I guess that's what we can say about it. Children can be mean.
Some children.
Yeah.
Because there's someone of those children that will stand up for the person that's being bullied.
True.
Oh, what a world we live in. One day it'll all be flowers and daisies and no more bullying. Who is at greatest risk? Compared to children who don't have food allergies, children with food allergies are 2 to 4 times as likely to have other allergic conditions such as asthma or eczema. Most fatal food allergy reactions are triggered by food consumed outside the home. I know some parents normally tell the school, my child cannot eat this, it cannot be around this, it cannot do that.
Yeah.
So it's up to the care providers outside of the home to follow the procedures that were laid out by the parents to ensure that the kids return home safe.
Absolutely right.
Wow.
Wow.
Can we outgrow food allergies? Well, I've not outgrown myself just yet. So although allergies to milk, egg, wheat, and soy often resolve in children, children appear to be outgrowing some of these allergies more slowly than in previous decades, with many children still allergic beyond age 5. So there's progress. You can't outgrow yourself and your allergies. Yeah.
All right. We've got one final tidbit of information to share with you on allergies.
So is there a cure? Although allergies to milk, egg, wheat, and soy often resolve in children, children appear... Oh, we had that one already. That's a cure. Yeah, I just read that one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yes, so you did read that, indeed.
Yeah.
So there's a silver lining, so to
Yes.
speak.
That the outgrowth is possible.
All right.
You can live a life that is free of allergies. But for those folks that suffer with allergies, we do empathize. We understand the sniffles, the sneezes, the throat clearing. Yeah, we understand. I have some cousins, when they wake up in the morning, you know they're out. They're clearing every single thing. My aunts, they're allergic to grass and stuff. So when they're cutting grass, they have to be inside.
That's the worst part. Live in the Caribbean, somebody starts to cut their grass and you start to tear up. Yeah.
Yeah, tear up and itch you.
All right, well, seemingly, because you present your own allergy, should I stay away from you right now? Should we give the viewers a break from you right now?
Oh,
because you're
man.
your own allergy?
So now you're going to say you're allergic to me when I'm not.
You said you were your own allergy.
Exactly. That only works for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Only I'm allergic to me. Everybody else loves me.
On that note. On that note, yeah. Where's that?
We will.
Yeah, we'll be back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and, most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be safe. One kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll up. Yeah. 'Cause no man's alone. Do what's right. Alright. 'Cause I love you. Brother, my sister. And we're in this together. My sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen?
Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Kayana Paris and support from Paris, Vermont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is that time of the day where we do what? We loosen up. So today we will be playing a game of Would You Rather. Jamie, would you rather? Let's see how this goes when I win.
Oh, really? There's a winner? There's
Oh
a
my
winning
gosh.
component? Okay, no.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did you like my evil laugh?
Ah.
Did we need the buzzers for these ones? Okay. So would you rather hit a rewind button on life or hit a pause button on your life?
What kind of question is that?
I would say rewind, so I'll do things better. That's a good question. I wouldn't want to hit pause. I would do rewind.
How about press play? Let it go.
No, why you wanna?
Would I rather hit or rewind? Okay, let's play. Since I can't press play, we'll just play.
Please do.
Hit a rewind button on life or hit a pause button on your life.
I'm gonna go rewind.
If it means that I stay this age indefinitely, sure, I'll pause it.
Nah, I don't want to stay 40. I want to rewind. I want to go back. I'm beginning to feel the effects of that age, including my knees. So I want to go back. I'm sure those persons looking and listening would say, yeah, they want to rewind because they'll do things better.
Really?
Because they would have learned the life lesson. How about that?
That is assuming that you actually take the knowledge that you acquired back into the past with you. That's an assumption.
And that's what we're going to do.
Otherwise, you just relive it, like Groundhog Day.
No, we're going to take the knowledge that we would have garnered and reverse.
All right.
Back.
Here you go, Cortensia.
Ooh.
Would you rather? Sorry.
What?
Yeah, would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? Yeah, give me the lottery.
You're going to go with the lottery?
I'm going to go with
I
the
want to
lottery.
live twice as long as
what?
At the age of, 25.
What?
Yeah.
You want to live twice as long at the age of 25?
I have rewinded to 25 with all the knowledge that I've got, so I can stick there at 25.
And live twice
Money
as long
runs
as
out.
25.
I don't want money.
Which means that you will no longer be with us when you turn 50. Based on what
But
you
then
just
I went
said.
back, so then I had maybe 75.
No.
Trying here.
No.
I don't want the lottery, no.
No.
When I look at how lottery winners turn out,
Not
like,
all.
no.
What do you mean how lottery winners? When you think about it, right, the people who are able to do more are often the people who have more resources, or at least the people who get people to buy into their ideas.
But
So if
have
you
you
want
looked
to
at
engage in philanthropy,
documentary?
if you look at philanthropy,
You made me
Cortensia,
create a new word.
you
Go
have the
ahead.
resources. Then you can basically funnel those funds to those things that matter to you and other people.
No.
Just
Have
one
you
of the ways
looked
to
at
look at
documentaries where most of the lottery winners, they are broke. Their houses look like trash. Their pool is full of green moss. Majority of the lottery winners don't have the money they started with. They wasted it. They shared it amongst the newest family members they could have found. And now they're broke. And where are those family members? Nowhere to be found.
So you would, okay, well, that's
Yes.
you. I just think that if you have people who are really caring about things outside of themselves, then the resources that they acquire would be such that so that they could divert it to those areas.
No money.
Okay, that's okay. No
money.
No offering plate coming around in church, by the way. If you say no money, it applies both ways, right?
So would you rather read an awesome book or watch a good movie?
I'll go with the movie.
Yeah, me too, because I'm going to fall asleep on a book.
Yeah.
Even if it's awesome. It's just inclined that once I start reading, I take a nap. It's hard to stay awake.
Yeah, I'll go with the movie. Well, that's it.
A good Marvel movie. Wink, wink. Yes.
Reading has that effect.
Yeah. Soothes the mind, puts you to sleep.
Would you rather explore space or explore the ocean? The ocean. Because space generally is, how do I put it? There's a lot of space in space. Let me put it that way, and then you'll get what I mean.
I'm thinking here, there's a lot of space in space.
It sounds funny, but you get me. You probably have to go to specific regions of space in order to explore those things. But in the ocean, I think there's a lot that you can see, even just beneath the surface.
Yeah.
So that would probably be more engaging.
I'm thinking in both of those spaces, you can't breathe on your own.
No, you
so
can't.
I am, in my head, I don't want to pick either because I need a device to breathe in the ocean. And once my air runs out in that spaceship, that's it.
You don't.
So-
You can't do that. You made me not press play in the first question, so you have to pick one.
Explore the ocean. Because
Explore the ocean.
I can't return to the top and be on Earth. when I go out there, it takes me a while to get back into this atmosphere. So yeah, you forced me.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
All right, so would you rather X-ray vision or magnified hearing?
Magnified hearing.
No.
You want to see? I want the magnified hearing. I want
Why?
the magnified hearing because with the X-ray vision, if you see something, you have to say something.
What?
So let me hear something. Yeah. That's how we're gonna use that one. If you see something, you have to say something.
That's what magnified hearing is for.
Yeah. So you can hear. You don't have to say. So you won't be the target.
Really?
Yes.
No.
So what would you pick? Well, obviously you prefer X-ray vision.
No, they're the same thing as far as I'm concerned. Because literally, you're not in a room where things are going on, but you definitely can hear what's going on in that room. Otherwise, you can see what's going on where you're not. So it's just a matter of which sense you want to magnify.
Seeing means reporting. Magnified hearing means I'm hearing this and I'm keeping it to myself. If I feel to report it, I will report it. If I don't, then I won't.
We can't see it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I don't know what to say to you on that.
I'm telling you. So you want to see. Ooh. I am jumping off. So would you rather deep sea diving or bungee jumping?
Wow.
Although I saw somebody jump off the other day and their bungee cord snapped, I'm still jumping off.
I'll bungee jump with a parachute. How about that?
Fair
About halfway
enough.
down, I'll disconnect.
Fair enough.
By force. I'll just cut it with a knife
Oh my word.
and parachute.
Well, what if your parachute doesn't open in time? I think that's why most folks bungee jump over the sea, although it still isn't safe because if you snap, you're still gonna hurt yourself in some form because the force you're gonna hit that water
Exactly.
with.
It's like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah. So bungee jumping for me. You said bungee, right? With
Mhm.
your parachute, right? Okay. So would you rather see 10 minutes into the future or see 150 years into the future?
I'd rather close my eyes. Is that an option? Can I do that? So I don't see anything into the future?
So basically, I have to live 150 years to see, or can I just see without being 150 years?
You'll see without being 150 years old.
Okay, I want to see.
What, 150?
Yeah, not 10 minutes.
Okay,
No, 'cause 10 minutes, that's just a small thing to correct. So I want to auto-correct the 150 years.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So as I go along, I know, okay, turn that corner, you're going to trip over that rock, you know? Yeah.
At 150 or 10 minutes? Because at 10 minutes, that seems more doable.
150 years.
That seems more doable if you know what's going to happen in 10 minutes.
That's why I said I want to be advanced in the errors and situations that I'll get into. So I'll know how to do them correctly and not incorrectly.
150 years into the future content? You're going to live...
That's why I asked you, no. That's why I asked you, does this mean that I have to be 150
No, and I
years?
said no.
Exactly. So, but I can see 150 years now into the future, which is 190. And I'm not going to live to see that long. So yeah, I want to see the future. So I can foresee how life is going to go.
Okay,
and
here we
stop
go.
my mistakes.
Well,
Ooh.
would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall? I'd rather be me tall.
I know, because...
I don't know. 11 feet or 9 inches?
11 feet is tall.
11 feet, you're a giant.
Yes, I have to get, my clothes have to be custom made. My shoes are going to be from here to that door. No. So I can't wear a size 9 and be 11 feet. I'm going to fall over.
Okay, I'll go hang out with the ants. We'll be fine. We'll just get washed away with the great flood of the sprinkler.
So, honey, I shrunk Jamie?
Pardon?
Honey, I shrunk Jamie?
I don't know. Yeah. These are not scenarios I've put myself in.
I don't want to be an ant. And I don't want to be that tall. So would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or be a robot or be in a robot apocalypse? I glimpse Walking of the Dead and I don't think I want to keep running from things. Could be in either. Because I saw iRobot too and yeah, scary. This sounds like The Purge either by the zombie or The Purge either by the robots.
Give me the robot apocalypse because God knows I'll probably find a way to program all of them to behave better. So it's fine.
Okay.
I'll take that one. I'll take my chances with the robot apocalypse.
Would you rather have a foot photographic memory or have an IQ of 200? I'm gonna take the memory. Because I don't take a lot of pictures, so I rely on my memory to remember the scenes and the places. So that's my...
It's been a while since I've taken an IQ test. 200, I imagine, would be one of the highest values that you have. I'll take the IQ.
You take the IQ?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the memories. Thanks for the memories. Yep.
Alrighty, so would you rather...
Would you rather never get a cold ever again or never be stuck in traffic ever again? Well, in St. Kitts, we do not technically have a bad... If I live in the outer world.
That's not true. I drove behind this man yesterday and I knew driving behind him what I had to expect. I knew it.
It was that long.
He's approaching the light, but he's braking. He's approaching the traffic light, but he's braking.
He's being cautious.
He's letting people out who don't need to get out onto the main road, and then he lets them go, and 3 cars can hold between him and them. Yeah. And he kept me back probably a good 10 to 12 minutes for something that could have gotten me there in 4 or 5. I could have arrived in 4 or 5.
Okay.
And yeah, never be stuck in traffic again. That's me.
Okay. I rarely ever get a cold, and I've never been stuck in traffic. But if I'm to pick one, I would say never get a cold ever again. Yeah. Look at you, predicting the future.
Okay, so would you rather have all traffic lights you approach be green, or never have to stand in line again? Okay, I'll just go through all the green lights. That's it.
I'm thinking, why would I not want to stand in line? Maybe the green. Let me just keep going and going, because standing is a form of exercise, so I don't want to say never stand in line again.
A lot of us are going to be standing tomorrow anyway, so hey,
I
there
know.
you go. In line.
In line.
Very long lines. Yeah.
For hours, hopefully for minutes.
For election day.
Keeping fingers crossed. So would you rather spend every weekend indoors or spend every weekend outdoors? I want both. It's not every weekend I want to go somewhere.
That's not the name of the game. You can't choose or. You have to.
That's why I say I want both. I kind of bent the rules right there. I'm an outdoorsy person, so it'll have to be spent every weekend outdoors.
All right.
Mind you, hiking or doing something that is going to enhance or benefit me. Yeah.
I work hard. I don't mind being indoors. Or,
okay. So
there
you're
are days when I
indoorsy.
just want to be inside.
Exactly. So you see why I need to? Because I'm an outdoorsy person and I'm an indoorsy person too. Oh.
Yeah.
He's not buying it. He is not buying it.
Would you rather start a colony on another planet or be the leader of a country on Earth? Gee, given what we've seen of leadership on Earth so far in many different countries, I think I'd rather start a colony on another planet.
Oh my gosh, so you're leaving. You're leaving for some place where you won't be able to breathe all the time.
I'll put it this way, some of us operate like we're aliens anyway.
Oh my word. So he's going somewhere to start a colony, all right.
Strange things.
If I can be a leader that can effect change, I would like to be the leader of a country on Earth.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember a while back I was saying I want to be the Minister of Tourism since I like to travel and I like people, so I thought that would have been a good goal to accomplish, but lately I don't know.
I see. Yeah. All right, well, would you rather have a time machine or have a teleporter?
Can I opt for both? Can I change the rules again? You want the teleporter?
I'm going to take the teleporter.
Because I want to know what happened back then. I want to... You see like how we're trying to bring back most of the Caribbean's history, including that of St. Kitts, that we are now learning about as adults. I would prefer to have the time machine to know what happened. So I can have correct dates, correct information, not altered information.
Okay. Yeah, that's so important.
And I can tell Christopher Columbus, we saw you first.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Christopher Columbus. Okay. Did I just say that? Yes, Christopher Colombo.
So would you listen to an annoying laugh for a whole day or get tickled for an hour? Tickles.
Option C.
There is none. You can't bend the rules. It's A or B.
Can we get an option C?
It's A or B. So listen to an annoying laugh for a whole day or get tickled for an hour.
I'll take the or.
You're trying so hard to get an option C. Oh man. Yeah, tickles are a lot to handle and, well, the annoying laugh.
I'll listen to the annoying laugh for the whole day if it means that I have, what do you call those? Headphones?
Headphones.
Earmuffs.
Then you're not hearing a thing, even if you try to listen.
Okay, well, if you say so. That's what it is.
There we go.
All right, guys. So we will be back in a flash. Stay tuned.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Most people consume excess salt from processed foods, such as snack foods, processed meats, instant meals, and condiments.
Instead, use fresh vegetables, ground provision, fresh meats, and natural herb seasonings, just like our grandparents did, and just like you did with this soup. We are Salt Smart.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, Uncle not here in the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
I'm here to St. Kitts, Nevis. You don't know Infamous I represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols. In a time like this, all for one for all. St. Kitts, Nevis. Don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface of the places you go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. Don't wanna lose no more of us. Mask up, furlough, sanitize, observe the protocols all about. Be wise. Mask up, furlough, sanitize. Me family fitting boat. And you. Blessed love and greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kittitian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love St. Kitts bad. Easy no man.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. In recent years, there have been dietary buzzwords thrown around the internet. Paleo, keto, low-carb Mediterranean, and so much more. Our guest for this segment of JMSKN, Leon Coffey, the owner of the Coal Pot, will be speaking about two of these particular types of diets. The Coal Pot offers a wide range of vegan or vegetarian food and natural juices, and Leon is here to tell us all about them. Welcome to Good Morning SKN, Leon.
Welcome.
Welcome. Morning.
All right, so I know for a fact that any viewer of Good Morning SKN would recognize your face.
Yeah.
Because when you came through the doors, we were like, yeah, you are the guy on the JAD commercial that we see always smiling and everything else. Yes. So welcome. It's our pleasure indeed. Why the name The Coal Pot, and when was your business launched?
The Coal Pot, we gave it the name to give it a natural feel. I mean, a kind of ancient, kind of modern vibe. And we originally started in 2019, but then we shelved and we relocated in 2021.
All right, so where are you now?
We are located in Shadwell.
Okay.
So when you say shelved, you closed down?
Yes. What happened was we was in the food court in Boardwalk, and then pandemic came, and then we decided to just fall back.
So the pandemic affect you greatly? Would you say?
I would not say, because we actually closed in January.
Okay.
And then it came in February.
Okay. So I see this pot here. Is this the pot that our food is prepared in?
Yes, this is a yaba pot made from clay.
Okay.
Actually made in our sister island Nevis.
Okay, nice.
And we use this to make ital soup.
Well, you don't have to ask. What motivated you to prepare vegan and vegetarian options for patrons like us?
The motivation is health. Yeah. I'm a vegan for years now.
Okay.
The last time I ate chicken was 1999.
Wow.
So.
And you're alive.
Yes.
He entered the millennium with no meat.
Yes,
Nice.
So I recognize that a plant-based diet is actually the best in my view.
Okay.
So we hope that other persons adapt it as well.
So can you explain to us what is the difference between vegan and vegetarian?
Yes, the difference between vegan and vegetarian is more of an animal base. For instance, cheese comes from milk. And, vegan is plant-based. So, for instance, you could use tofu. You could make tofu from chickpeas.
Yes.
And you could get tofu from chickpeas, or you could get it from some other type of beans. So it's just the difference with the plant and the animal.
Okay.
All right, so you have an interesting tagline. Eat life and live.
Nice.
Yes.
Let's talk about the significance of that.
The opposite of that is maybe kind of offensive, don't want to say, but eat, death, and die.
Yeah, it's implied. Definitely it's implied.
Yes,
Definitely
yes.
it's implied.
So eat life and live is like saying, well, if you eat live food, you live longer. I mean, you recognize your energy level and your thinking processes and everything advances. It's an encouragement, actually.
So it's all about healthy eating and living. I get it. Kind of funny though.
So for those folks who are not vegan or vegetarian, how have you managed to encourage them to eat your food minus your tagline?
Okay, our food is very flavorful. I mean, persons have this notion that vegan food is bland, but at Cold Pot we make sure it's tasty. So that's our encouragement. We let you know that flavor is our main selling point.
So you said us. So
Yes.
there's more of you in this business?
Yes, I am the owner. I have my staff. My son is the manager.
Nice.
I mean, and, so I just more oversee.
Oh, okay. So you're the sous chef.
No, I just more monitoring.
Right, let's talk about the public and the way that they've received the Cold Pot, because I have to tell you, love the logo, love the branding, love the name. When I think of Cold Pot, it reminds me of the way that we used to cook traditionally before we had, stoves and ovens, etc. So reception to the Cold Pot, the idea from the public. What's that
Yes,
like?
the idea came from a friend of mine who had a similar business in Dominica. It was named the Cold Pot Cafe. He used to sell more tea, etc. And actually get her blessings to use it here. So as I say, it's the anciency in the feel. Like when you hear about Cold Pot, you start to think about mama's cooking, or even grandmother's cooking. That's the vibe.
So is coals used in any form at the Cold Pot?
Well, we do when we cook in the ital soup. I am actually the ital soup chef.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we use cheap firestone. It is wood and cheap firestone.
Yeah.
So that's again is ancient type
cooking.
Yeah, operation. So mostly our meals are cooked on stove.
Okay.
But the ital soup for sure is 100% authentic.
Man, I could imagine the flavor from
Yummy.
the smoke.
Yes.
Ooh la la. You're making me hungry.
Thanks.
All right, well, we'll be back to continue this discussion in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
So, nurse, what now?
Let me explain. I'm going to put your feet in these 2 meter stands called stirrups. Your legs will be open, then I will insert my fingers into your vagina and make a check. After that, I'll insert this. When that is inside of you and open up, I can see your cervix better. Then I will use these other devices to help me remove the cells from your cervix and check for the cancer and the HPV. Just relax. It will be over very soon.
Nurse, that wasn't so bad. I thought it would have been very painful.
I am glad your first experience was a good one.
So, when will I get the results?
The results usually return in 3 weeks. You have to come back here to the health center and I will explain. If there's anything abnormal, I will make a referral to your gynecologist.
Okay. Can I get the HPV vaccine my daughter got?
No, I'm sorry, you cannot. The World Health Organization and Pan American Health Organization did a lot of research and found out after persons are sexually active, the vaccine does not work as well.
So what's the best way to prevent me from dying from this HPV?
Just what you did this morning. Early and yearly screening for the HPV virus and checking for changes in the cervix with the pap test.
How do they know they're not sick?
I know it's really sad. In 2014, 1 in 4 women in St. Kitts and Nevis were tested positive for one high-risk type of HPV. And in the last 10 years, the number of women with cervical cancer has increased.
See what I mean? But it's good that you could get the pap test, the HPV vaccine, and the breast checks all at the same time.
Yes, share what you've learned with your family and friends. We in the Ministry of Health are encouraging women to come and have these tests done every year because cervical cancer can be effectively treated if detected and diagnosed early. So let's both do our part. It's time to end cervical cancer.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are speaking with Leon Coffey, the owner of the Coal Pot. So Leon, how has the experience been thus far as an entrepreneur and as a restaurateur?
The experience have been good, ups and downs like any other business, but I am very passionate about business. I'm actually a serial entrepreneur, so I have some other ventures as well. So I do not complain. I just use every experience as a trampoline for growth.
Lovely, lovely. I like the word. How serial is using that word?
Well, you know, he's going to have to tell us what the other ventures are. even if it's just like a sentence or two, you got to tell us.
Yes. My other ventures are, I have other businesses like steam cleaning. We do steam cleaning services, beds, vehicle interior, living room sets, pressure washing, etc. And I also have another business which is Arise and Train Essence. We do food flavoring essence. Since 1980, I actually inherited that business from my mom.
Oh, nice.
So we actually most of the stores in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I have a half business as well with a partner of mine, which is Breed Easy. we do indoor air quality and mold remediation, etc.
Oh, nice.
You do it
So
all,
it's
Leon.
all about keeping everything good for us to live longer.
You do it all. All right, so you're a serial entrepreneur. Let's talk about the passion for cooking. Have you always been passionate about cooking?
Yes. The passion for cooking comes from my mom. She was a person who we never used to, growing up, you eat out thing. It's more home cooking.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, but she was cooking chicken. So, so I actually had to eventually shift. So a Virgin man taught me how to cook the ITL soup when I was 20ish, and it always something where I decided, well, in any business venture, I will go straight into the vegetarian part of it. I've observed that in St. Kitts, vegetarian and vegan is a low count business, so it's almost a niche.
Yes.
So with that being said, it creates opportunity for the business to expand because it's not saturated.
Yes.
So that's the blessing.
Yeah, definitely. In a sweet spot.
Yes, it is.
So we have a little dish here. So if I were to come and want to eat is there an area where I can eat at the cool pot?
Yes, there is a sitting area, and it's blessed with a nice view of downtown Boston.
Blessed with a nice view. So would this be the dish that I would eat in if I come to eat at your establishment?
Yes, personally prefer the regular. But we have this if you choose to take with the calabash.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Little piece of history, culture right there in the meal.
Yes,
Indeed.
yes, yes.
Definitely.
So can you tell us some of the items that are on Cool Pot's menu for today?
Yes. On today's menu, our menu is twofold, so to speak. Every day we offer 2 options. Everything is optional. It's like you create your meal.
Yes.
On today's menu, we'll have tricolor quinoa or basmati rice.
Oh, nice.
So you choose either. We have veggie chunks, or we have veggie steak. Veggie steak is protein we make inside. We make it from wheat. And you choose a sauce option as well, which is either teriyaki or curry. Yes. And how it's served is served with beans of the day. Every day we change the beans.
Okay.
You have beans of the day, green salad, your grains, protein, and a vegetable type, which can either be roasted pumpkin or baked sweet potato or any other.
It's sounding really good.
I'm hungry already. Am I always hungry?
One of our other taglines is everything tastes good.
Everything tastes good. I'm already hungry. I'm already hungry.
All right, so how the person's placed an order?
Yes.
Yeah.
Orders, well, you could give us a call at 669-6005. You can click 869 to go. Persons like to come up to enjoy this scenery, the tranquility, and the peace.
Nice.
I label it as a place where birds always singing. It's actually, as I say, it's a nature kind of setting. Nice. So the offering and the environment sells with the team.
Yeah, that's great, man.
So what's next for the Cool Pot?
Cool Pot, our few hours expansion.
Okay.
We hopeful to do a Nevis in due time, but one of our other plans though is to do a vegan baked goods.
Oh, nice.
For instance, currently we sell vegan nutty banana bread.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes, which is made from just plant-based, no milk, no eggs, no butter, just love.
Just love.
Yeah.
Look at that. That looks so exquisite. That looks fancy.
Yes, lovely. And so we want to go into baked goods like breads and other baked vegan goods. We observe as well that the options for those are very low.
Yes.
So we see it as a market we can tap into.
Lovely.
You're doing your research, clearly.
I know.
You are doing your market research. It's gonna
Yes,
work
I am.
out very well. The idea for the different items on the menu, like how long did it take you to refine your menu? I know that you're planning to expand, but how did that happen?
We find the menu in what we got.
Okay, so you started your business. You knew what you wanted to do. I imagine over time you brought new items in.
Yes.
You probably tweaked in terms of recipes and so on.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, the menu was created by half brother of mine. He's actually a chef. So he gave me the idea to have it. One of the main items on the lunch menu is separate beans. Okay. A lot of times you go to buy food and the beans lost in the rice. Yeah.
I like
the beans
that.
lost in the rice.
Yes.
So we decided, well, persons like beans, and beans is a good source of protein as well. So we separate the beans. But we also have veggie wraps. We do pizza, the vegetarian pizza and cheese, and we do tomato and basil as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
yeah, that pizza looks delicious, by the way.
I know.
yes, very tasty. And so we are hopeful too, because vegan food is something we need, in my view, need to be always to be dynamic. A person's habit as something we're bland, so we're hopeful to switch up the menu ever so often just to keep it fluid.
Well, that's definitely going to work for you again in our final moments. Look right into that camera. You can invite people to come to the cold pot, place an order, let us know how we can do that. Camera's yours.
Yes, I'm inviting everyone in the Federation. New Visions, come over. You can give us a call at 669-6005 to place your order. You can click 869 to go. And we also do local deliveries as well. Remember, eat, life, and live.
Have you ever had to send food over to Nevisa?
Yes, we do. We have persons over there who call and we just send it over and mark to it. we soon to be international, hopefully.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
Well, Leon, it was indeed a pleasure talking about great food. And as you said, eat, life, and live. So, folks, I hope you got the number and you're going to call and make your orders. And you're going to enjoy some of the delicious food that we saw on screen that I couldn't eat. Yes. So viewers, stick and stay. Much more after this. Thanks once again, Leon.
Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Great news, everyone! SKN Moves is turning 3. And this year, we are going to celebrate bigly by bringing back the 7-week challenge. For week 1, we will focus on the importance of breastfeeding. In week 2, we will participate in the SKN Moves anniversary walk. Week 3, let's watch the In Your Kitchen I Rep My Community competition finals. Week 4, a healthy drinking water challenge. During week 5, it's all about mindfulness and our mental health. And no, that's not all. In week 6, we will learn about self-care and management. The celebrations end in week 7 with the Caribbean Wellness Week activities, National Fruit Day and National Sneaker Day. Come participate, celebrate and enjoy. Join SKN Moves and let us move toward a healthier St. Kitts and Nevis.
Good afternoon, and to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit today?
Good afternoon. After finding a lump, I visited the health center to see a nurse, and she found a lump as well. Doc, do you think this is the big C? I shouldn't have cancer. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Nobody in my family has ever had cancer.
Slow down, not so fast. Not every lump of the breast is cancerous. The breast goes through a number of changes. It can be a piece of fatty tissue or some other non-cancerous lump of the breast. Either way, I'll have to examine you first to make sure.
Okay. I did not know I was supposed to examine my breast myself.
Yes, the self-breast examination is very revealing. It is the first step in diagnosis. It is important to self-examine your breasts once monthly after you've had your period. That way, you would know how your normal, healthy breasts feel and be able to detect any changes early. If any abnormality is detected, there are more defining tests such as the ultrasound and/or mammogram.
Mammogram? No, I've heard that mammogram thing hurts badly.
I'm sure that most of what you've heard about the mammograms are exaggerated encounters. Here's the referral. Take it to the facility. Before the exam begins, you will have to fill out a short pre-test questionnaire. Let the doctor know if there's a possibility of pregnancy. Leave jewelry at home and wear loose, comfortable clothing. Don't wear deodorant, talcum powder, or lotion under your arms or on your breasts, as these may appear on the mammogram and interfere with correct diagnosis. During the exam, each breast is compressed horizontally between two plates for imaging and then diagonally for further imaging as needed. So how was the experience?
It's not what I expected. My teenage sister found a lump in her breast. Should she get a mammogram too?
All lumps of the breast and changes should be investigated. A mammogram is recommended once a year for every woman aged 40 and over, even younger if there's a family history.
OMG, women have to endure a lot.
Men have to check their breasts too.
Yeah?
Yes, some men do get breast cancer too. So remember, get checked today. Early detection saves lives.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
So last week, Jamie and I took a look at some optical illusions. Today, we will be taking a look at some more to see if we can beat our last score. Rhymes. Got my rhymes. Yeah. So let's take a look. Let's see if we have to beat last week. Ooh. Are the two horizontal lines of the same length?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The triangles are just turned outwards. Mm-hmm. We be beating our score already.
Well, we'll see. We will see.
We be beating it already. The two horizontal lines are of the same length, even though the one at the bottom seems longer. The visual angle gets smaller with distance, so the brain automatically perceives objects at further distances to be bigger. Yeah, they just turn it outside.
Mm-hmm.
So you think it's, yeah. No tricking us today. We got this. Nice. Ooh.
Are the squares inside the blue? Sorry. Well, first of all, that's an illusion.
A big.
I don't see any blue and yellow squares at all. I don't see any squares either. No. Except for one, which is one big green one.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let's see if I can.
So are the squares inside the blue and yellow squares all the same color?
That'll be a no. There's no blue and yellow square.
But I didn't see those moving.
All right, so here's the other one. Do you see the gray dots at the intersection of the white lines?
I do if I squint. Look, they're right there. They look like Connect 4. Look.
They're not actually there, but you can see them because of persistence of vision, I think it is. When you're going from black to white. There's this
the in-between.
superimposition.
I've heard that before.
It appears as though they are, but I don't think that they are there at all. So they're not gray
you're
dots
correct.
in this grid. However, ghost-like gray blobs are perceived at the intersections of
the white lines. Yeah, as I said, the Connect 4 situation.
Yeah.
Are the two orange circles the same size? Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes. They put the bigger circles at the top, the corners to thinking that the one there is small.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing so much, exactly, so much better. As if they bring it in closer, then it's going to look like a nice flower like the little one. So the two orange circles are exactly the same size, even though the one on the left seems smaller. This size distortion may be caused by the size of the surrounding circles or by their distance to the center circle. So they are the same. We are beating our last score. What next optical illusion do you think we're about to behold?
Yeah, brain teachers. Okay, so
Ooh.
does Abraham Lincoln's face look normal? Yeah, no, apart from the fact that he's upside down.
Yes. Yes. It looks like his eyebrows are below his eyes, but I think he just have dark circles. So I would say yes.
No, but you're right. His eyebrows are below his eyes.
No,
So
those
that's
are
a
dark
no.
circles.
So where are his eyebrows?
No, his eyebrows are on top. They're sparse.
You got it right, you know, if they turned around, his eyes.
His face seemed normal but upright. Lincoln's eyes does not look quite right.
Yeah.
He just got dark circles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We need to get him the dark circle corrector.
Yeah,
Concealer.
We'll get shots of you applying it.
Okay, he looks like he's like, oh my gosh, did they do that? Like he's closing his eyes for a moment, yeah. Okay, so his face doesn't appear normal. So that optical illusion got me.
Yeah.
But
right.
you did realize that his eyebrows are sparse.
Yeah, after
Yes.
all.
So we did great. We made our score greater than
Yeah,
great.
we did better.
We
than
did
we did
way
last
better
time.
than the last time.
Yeah, we did.
So we've got this optical illusion thing down pat. Yep, we have.
Whatever you say. Whatever you
You're
say.
not working with me here. Work with me.
Okay, I'll work with you. We're going to go to a break and we'll be back in a moment.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization. Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria,
This is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me go!
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what real happening. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be safe. One kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll out, yeah. Cause no man's alone, do what's right, alright. Cause I love you, brother, my sister. And we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us, hey. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and it's time to let you know what is happening. First up, the Nevis Aquatic and Sailing Center will be hosting an aquatic summer camp from the 15th to the 19th of August. All right, so the event will be held from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Uwali Bay in Nevis. Campers will learn how to swim and sail, and they will also be taught a bit about marine biology coupled with fun beach games. Children ages 5 to 16 are welcome. So register now. For more information, visit the Nevis Aquatic and Sailing Center's Facebook page or call 663-4387. That's 663-4387. A great way to go to camp, right? Great reason to go to camp.
And funny enough that the universe will have it that this was a conversation we were having during the break about learning to swim and me encouraging a few gentlemen to learn to swim in the sea, as the pool oftentimes presents a challenge. That's why they say sometimes it's better to learn in the pool, but I think it's better to learn in the sea because the sea fights you less, it builds your confidence, and you learn to swim faster.
Oh, the sea fights you less.
Yes. Okay. You can become one with the water. You don't have to fight the water. I'm trying to encourage the gentlemen to learn to swim.
Here. I'm getting images here of like the water with boxing gloves, you know, like the invisible kind. I'm just getting those images.
No. So parents, send your kids out so that they can overcome their fear or not of the water and also learn to sail. Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
Very good activity.
So there will be a barbecue fundraiser hosted in an effort to offset the medical expenses of a cancer patient. Barbecue chicken, pork, and fish will be available, served with corn on the cob, potato salad, and garlic bread, all for just easy $20. This will take place on Pond Road next week, Saturday. That's the 13th August from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. There will also be raffles as well. Enter with $10 to win a weekend stay at Timothy Beach Resort or a ticket for dinner at a local restaurant and so much more. Support the cause and go out next week Saturday, that's the 13th of August, from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Pond Road. So support the patient that is in need of our help.
Yeah, definitely. And enjoy those.
Man, the food sounds tasty, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Dribbling already.
Yeah, well, you're not going to be dribbling after this. Inky the dog is up for adoption at the Bastyr Animal Rescue, better known as BART, Animal Rescue Center.
Inky
better
looks
known
so
as BART.
cute.
So Inky is about 2 to 3 years old and is female. She is said to be sweet, but really shy and timid. She's looking for a foster home so that she can be able to socialize more and hopefully come out of her shell. Inky loves belly rubs, well, who doesn't? Enjoys laying around outside in the sun, well, who doesn't? And seems to get along with other dogs as well. Well, some people don't. If you are interested in meeting, fostering, or adopting Inky, send BARC, that's B-A-R-C, a message on Facebook. Inky the dog, she's adorable.
Inky. I wonder why they name her Inky is because she's black and then her feet has the white spots.
Possibly, yeah. That might be it. Yeah.
And I like her pose for her picture, like, ready.
Shy dog.
Inky. Oh, look at Inky. So while Inky the dog is up for adoption, do we have any more dogs up for adoption? Unfortunately, Kovu, the cat, is lost. Oh, can you help us find Kovu? The cat was last seen on Sunday, the 31st July at 8 a.m. in the Matilny Heights area. It is brown with black stripes. If you find Kovu, WhatsApp Danny at 416-676-8181. There is a reward of US $500 for the person that finds Kovu.
Okay, with a reward like that, everybody's going to be hunting for Kovu.
Listen.
Hope they find
I hope
intact,
Kovu is returned,
indeed.
yes. He probably just went on a little hike. He'll be back shortly.
Wow, beautiful cat though.
Yes, I like his eyes.
Yeah. All right, so moving on, Lake Health and Well-being will be hosting a monitoring and evaluation webinar next Saturday, August 13th from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. In this webinar, persons will be taught how to develop a monitoring and evaluation plan, including goal setting and developing a conceptual framework and methodology. The speaker will be Dr. Shelley Trim, an M&E specialist from Jamaica. Visit Lake Health and Wellbeing's Facebook page to find the registration link.
Nice, nice. Indeed.
And there's also an email address as well.
Yes.
Right there at the bottom of that image.
So, Jamie, you are sweet enough. You're sweet enough so you can swim enough. Swim enough.
Yeah.
You're not buying what I'm selling. Why? It is a good gesture. It is a good thing. Yes, a very good thing. To become one with the fishes. Not,
really?
Not in mobster style.
Yeah,
but
sleep with the fish. Yeah. Whatever you say.
I am trying here. So we could go scuba and you can be confident. But then to go scuba, you just put on your vest and we put on our goggles and we just go.
Yeah, that's Cortense's way of saying that.
Well, we're snorkeling, not scubaing.
That's Cortense's way of saying what's happening is over, in case you missed it. All right?
I'm mad.
Yeah, so what did you do today?
Oh, man.
Optical illusion?
Optical illusion, we beat it.
Political discussion?
Yes. We had the co-pot that's having me hungry here.
Yeah.
When I saw all that food and the bread, that bread looks exquisite.
Yeah,
the banana bread
does.
looks exquisite.
Definitely does.
And please help the owners find Kovu.
Oh, yeah, we're searching for Kovu the cat.
And don't forget, Inky is just in time. He's in time for adoption.
Yeah, she.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a she. Oh, yes. Sorry, Inky. She is up for adoption. And the kids are going out to learn to swim and sail. And for those who can already swim, they're going to be excellent sailors. So parents, send them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a good show all in all today, right? Yeah. Great show. A great show.
Yeah, well, that's really it. There's a notification, of course, that we have. Tomorrow's election day, so we're not going to be here with you. We're taking the day off. Those of you on the ground here will be voting. Those of you who are old enough. So we're letting you know that we'll come back on Monday, God willing. If it's not a holiday. I don't think it's going to be a holiday. I don't know. But who knows? So, yeah, look out for us on Monday. We'll be back.
So if whoever wins, they can decide that Monday can be a holiday. Because the last one, I guess because we were locked in. Well, I wasn't here. I was stuck in Antigua. That's why a holiday wasn't given, because they figure we're inside already.
Listen, I have no idea what's going on. All I know is, yeah, be safe out there.
Yes.
Please get into no altercations with anyone, because sometimes
Be
I think that needs to
respectful,
be said.
yes.
I've been listening to people speak, and certain things that they say seem to be indicative of, dare I say, semantic incitement. So be careful. Do not, don't do anything foolish. Don't violate any laws. Check your IDs. Do what you can, and just be at peace with the results, whatever they are. And that's the important part of it. Be at peace with the results.
On election day, can you wear your colors?
I don't think you can. I don't think you should, although I don't know about that.
Okay.
I think I've seen somebody in their colors, so it's possible that you can. I personally don't wear any colors like that. I'm always neutral, so it is what it is. And yeah.
I just really hope that everything goes smoothly tomorrow. As you say, we don't have long queues because we see the rain has been blessing us, so we don't want to have to stand in the rain as long as possible. So I really hope everything is in order, it's sorted, we move quickly, we do what is necessary. Remember to stay within the confines of the line when you are voting. Take a breather when you get into the area that you're going to vote, if necessary. And as I said,
yeah, that is, I guess, it for us today. We want to thank you guys for taking a little time out of your day to spend with us here on Good Morning SKN. I tell you that the entire team at Studio 327 really does appreciate it. We're inviting you to follow us, of course, on our social media platforms. So you know what they are already. We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're also on Instagram. Our handle is at Studio 327 INC. Very easy to remember, it's Studio 327 INC. Like, subscribe, follow, and share.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that some of you guys are wondering, well, why Studio 327? What do the numbers mean? I'm not going to tell you what they mean at all. I'm going to put it out there that there is a certain person who knows what they mean, and who knows, sooner or later we might get the statement, the official statement as to what they mean. I'm putting this out there because I know that hopefully that person's watching. Yeah, but hey, yeah, we'll see. I'm getting no audio yet in my ear, so okay, we're good.
So, can I give them a new challenge to take us up to 700 by the end of this month? We know you love us. We know you watch us for a little bit of everything, because we have something for you and you and you and you, and we are, as I normally say, a whole history and social studies project. We ourselves have learned so much being on this show, and I know our listeners, and for those of you who look at us, you have learned so much too. So come on, 700? 700 by the end of August.
You're talking about YouTube subscribers?
Yes.
Okay.
Instagram too, wherever we are.
Okay. Well,
yeah, wherever we are. Remember, we give them all the platforms we run, and we encourage them. Yeah. So 700, yes, subscribers by the end of August or more. Yes. At Studio 327. So this is where we say leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show and who you would like to see next on the show. And we will see you at Monday morning. On Monday morning, sorry, not at, on Monday morning at 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day and a safe elections. Enjoy your weekend.